Welcome back, my wonderful tome readers, and for any new viewers, I'm the head librarian, Lucy Morningstar, and we are doing some Darkest Timeline, just taking all the most evil options we can in Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. As the title suggests, this is stream number 2, doing this Darkest Timeline. Now, the game itself does have some kind of dark moments in of itself, which is why we are starting on this content warning game that the game thankfully provides. We're gonna take a little bit, make sure anyone who is just kind of like trickling in gets a chance to actually see it. But yeah, otherwise, it is a very fun game. I certainly recommend it to anyone interested, especially in the tarot card creation aspect of it. In very minor spoiler, but about midway through the game, there is a choice you can make that gives you the ability to destroy and remake cards. So don't worry about any limited options you get early on, having to unlock each of the elements bit by bit, because all the card elements are one use only. If you use the big opera hole on the first card, for example, you can't use it again until you get to that point where you get the choice to destroy and then reuse those elements. There are also a few elements that you unlock as the game progresses, so you don't get access to everything off the bat. It's very interesting in that regard, and I do enjoy that there are still things to unlock and change, and pretty much kind of remakes every time you play it. Eventually, I need to just take time and do a run after the point of getting all the parts unlocked, getting the option to remix cards unlocked, and just make a catalog of every possible combination of what the name of the card is, just for fun. Because that's something I noticed I have not seen anyone else do. Heck, it might be a fun just stream of just messing around with cards, but in the meantime, we do have this game ready to go. I've been chatting for 2.5 minutes. But yeah, reminder, dark and sensitive themes including self-harm, suicide, discrimination, gender dysphoria, depression, and anxiety. There are also bits of nudity, sexual themes, crude language, and use of legal drugs. And for anyone who maybe missed the last stream, with especially the cards made, here they are in order. Our first card, Pure Air, is the Dove Breeder. All we had was air elements, but we've got the Shamans, we've got the Arbiter's Books, and we've got the, I'm blanking on what the background is called, but it's pretty much big massive tree and a absolute mansion of a birdhouse. Something to do with the Postal Service. Lethargy, which uses the background of the docks, of which people separated at never seem to meet up again in the future. Combined with some alcohol, the Swordfish Liquor, which in every card I've noticed drops the D. Which is funny, because we specifically chose 2 glasses, because on the original Swordfish Liquor card it says, I think it's 1 for happiness, 2 for horny, 3 for something else. As well as the gate, a door, which we paired with the Swordfish Liquor, because part of the description says someone once peeked through the keyhole of this mysterious door and had multiple minutes of absolute sexual ecstasy. And we thought, you know what? Horny liquor, the door with fucking lore like that, combined them. Divine build, in which we made a absolute kaiju battle of this mecha cult, which is technically one of the various coven options, though I don't think they make a major appearance aside from this tarot card. But anyway, facing off against a golem, which I created with a fucking cannon arm where it just shot a boulder at it on the steps of a ruined temple, though they are kind of covered by our kaiju themselves. And the love letter, which consists of a shipwreck, message in a bottle, this woman crawling out of the sea with absolute Medusa hair vibes with eels for hair. Drawn for the card, the Minister of Secrets, that's right. Where any secret said before one of these things cannot be shared unless they are killed. And the Sidereal Lovers, which is kind of succubus-themed appearance, I suppose. I just had that the snake appearance wrap around the glass tank that the Minister of Secrets comes with, as if they captured or are trying to break it, like a very dark genie. Alright, without further ado, because that should be enough time for anyone who needed to trickle in from last time. Slot 3, 4 cards. We're only on Chapter 3, Sisterhood, where we were just visited by Dahlia at the end of last stream. Big, beautiful bulk of a woman. Love her muscles. And now we are going to take the visit from Jasmine, after which we'll go and make another card. Dear Fortuna, is it true what the Arbiter's Falcon said? Can you receive visitors now? Oh my gosh, it's been centuries. How have you been? I would love to see you. Please, let me know when you're ready to meet me. Your friend, Jasmine. Comes in on, I guess, like a shrub, because it looks like very plant-like. Oh, I'm so happy to see you, Fortuna. Thank you for coming. I missed you so much. I love you. I love you too. I thought you still had a sentence of 8 centuries ahead of you. How in the cosmos did you manage to soften Aedana? I didn't. It was an arbiter who took pity on me. Or, well, more than pitied me. She was afraid of me and helped me just get on my good side. Either way, she lifted the ban on visitation since she had determined Aedana's punishment was too severe. That arbiter was dang right. I wouldn't dare to go against Aedana's judgment, but keeping you from receiving guests is a punishment for all the Coven, not just you. You're just too precious. Oh, look at that smile. I missed you so much. I missed you too. So, tell me, what did I miss in these 2 centuries? Don't shut up, you tell me about you. I'm not ready to go into that. It's nothing pretty. Isolation can take you down some dark paths, like summoning a behemoth to grant all your wishes. I'd rather hear about the outside world. It would mend my spirit a bit. Okay. What would you like to know about? Well, I mean, any juicy gossip? Whoa, I thought you didn't enjoy gossip. I didn't, but I know you do. And I've been incredibly bored. So I'm considering getting into the Tittle-Tattle Club. That's wonderful. Any genre you may be interested in? What about some romance? Romance, huh? There's always plenty of that going on. But I guess the biggest highlight from this century is from your mentor. Eugenia? Impossible. That hag doesn't have the ability to love. Maybe losing you made her realize that you have to love more openly and intensely. What, then she has a lover now? She has 12. What? 12 lovers, among witches, fairies, and deerfolk. Shut up. I swear, she's changed a lot. She looks very happy now. Although, she hasn't accepted any new students after losing you. Hey, stop saying she lost me. I'm still alive. Of course. I'm sorry. Do you want me to tell her she can visit? I'm not sure. I don't need the kind of lecture she'll have pent up over 200 years right now. Come on. I'm sure she'll be very happy to be reunited with you. Okay. Soon, I promise. But not yet. Understood. Anyway. Oh, I don't get to do any more gossip, damn. Well, we'll move on next to our friend herself, Jasmine. Are you working on anything interesting? I am indeed. I am perfecting the art of enchanted Chinoyu? I'm gonna go with Chinoyu. Also known as magical tea craft. You've always loved your plants. How did you end up focusing on making tea? Well, I spent centuries becoming intimate with all kinds of flora. And even if my books on the matter helped many witches around the universe, I want to start contributing to the community with something more practical. I've developed numerous dried mixtures, all harvested from my own personal garden. The flowers I grow are nurtured by a delicate balance of light, music, poems, and tons of manure. Basically, now I deal in magical herbs. Toke up. You can brew creativity enhancers, mind openers, astral projectors, summoning channelers. I'm quite popular inside and outside the coven now. You feel more confident than the Jasmine I used to know, yeah. I'm happy for you. I'll bring you some tea next time we meet. Thank you. Anyway. Fuck the coven. Listen, I'm crafting a new divination deck. Oh, wow. Is it safe? It is unlike anything we've ever seen before. It's not tarot per se. Every card has been handcrafted by me. And from what I can tell so far, it can piece deeper and more clearly than any kind of oracle cards. Oh, sounds exciting. Don't let Aedana know, though. Of course. I understand. I know you don't like breaking rules, but I don't believe I'm breaking them. She banned my tarot deck, but this is something totally new. Maybe this is what she meant to happen? I don't know, Fortuna. But you're exiled in any case. What harm could you do from so far away? I won't tell Aedana. Thanks. So, do you want me to read your fortune? Yes. It's been so long since the last time you read for me. What was the last thing I asked you? How to make an arbiter fall in love with you? Oh, shut up. Oh my god, you're right. I totally forgot about that girl. What a memory you have. I wonder what she's doing right now. We can look into it with my cards if you want. Nah, it's in the past now. I have more pressing concerns. What's it gonna be then? My magical garden isn't doing so well lately. It feels ill. I can't figure out what the problem is. So, my question is, what's wrong with my garden? I see. Anything else? Since we're on the topic, I want to know the fate of my flowers. Will they survive this illness? Will they become famous across the cosmos? What's in store for my project? Understood. Focus on the smell of your garden while I shuffle my cards. Here we go. This is a pretty overall positive card. especially because there's so much air it will stir luck and call for the unexpected. So the question is, do I put this into what's going on with it, or into what will happen with it? I think I want to save the dark card for what's going to happen with her garden. Just really start corrupting her future from the root, so to speak. So we'll assign the dove breeder to the illness. Your garden craves your tears. You've been feeding it nothing but nice emotions. Now that it's matured, it needs truth to keep growing. Which is an interesting one. Ooh, your pride is poisoning the soil. Success has made you arrogant and your garden is suffering for it. Oh, kind of knock her down a peg or two. And a variety of elements is not bad. And it's the only one giving 2 is the one we are the least of, with air. Or there's nothing wrong with your garden, you're just tired and need to rest. I think just the, very backhanded compliment kind of style here. Your pride is poisoning the soil. Success has made you arrogant and your garden is suffering for it. Fortuna, how can you say those things to me? I'm not the one who... I know. It's a message from the stars. I'll never get used to you spurting the heavy stuff out of the blue. Sorry. I guess you're right, as you always are. Time for me to do some soul searching, huh? Flowers are really sensitive to a witch's ego, so this makes all the sense in the cosmos. Thank you. This will put me on the right path for sure. Now, what didn't appear here, though I have seen before, one of the reasons for why it's sick is a curse of sorts. You can say that someone hid a dead body in her garden. Just, oof. Sadly we didn't get it because we're saying the darker one, oh, this is a really good one, can lead to immobility for the fate of her garden. I like it. Yep, divine build, definitely going into the garden's fate. Your garden will grow beyond your wildest expectations, accept disciples, nope, too good. Become sentient and will roam the cosmos blessing dead dominions. Jade sculptors will grow addicted to your product. Become your biggest benefactors, but also your biggest responsibility. Ooh. This one might be the darkest of them. Because for one, addiction's it's never a good thing. Especially because it says biggest benefactors, but also biggest responsibility. Implying that she will have to either start limiting how much product they can buy, or start having to be very careful about how she further curates her garden, how much she puts into this product they're addicted to. Because, she can make a lot of money from it at the expense of the jade sculptors themselves. Yeah, that's what we are going to do. Excuse me. Jade sculptors will grow addicted to your product. They'll become your biggest benefactors, but also your biggest responsibility. Holy shit. I know. Having that much influence over the jade sculptors is going to prove very useful. But I feel so sorry for them. They're a peaceful lot, though. They won't give you much trouble. I can ask them to build us a cosmic villa to live and study together. That's not a bad idea at all. I don't want anyone to be hooked on anything. I know your predictions are inevitable, but I'll try to find a healthy way out for them. Or I'll give them the recipe of whatever they end up liking for my garden. If they're lucky it's your hands they're gonna be in. I guess. Do you want to keep digging? That's alright. Enough motions for today. I don't know how I've been getting by without your guidance for 2 centuries now. That's because you are a badass witch. My deck is only good for knowing in advance how amazing you're going to be. But that's all on you, with or without divination. Aw, Fortuna, you're too good. I missed you so much. I missed you too. I need to go back to my garden now. But I promise you, I'm going to make up for all the time we've lost. See you soon. Thank you for coming. Abramar's back, baby. What a heartwarming reunion. I didn't take you for the intense friendship kind of character. It's all because of them. They're just too good and don't mind bearing with a weirdo like me. Don't sell yourself short. I'd say you're still the most interesting of the lot. I'm sure they experience the same kind of attraction I feel towards you. Come on, stop buttering me up. I'm not that charismatic. I wouldn't say it's charisma. It's something more primal. Like how mortals can't avoid staring at a flame. You woke up poetic today, huh? Say, who do you like best? Jasmine or Dahlia? What kind of childish question is that? Indulge me. I'm not asking this just to annoy you. As your mentor, I consider this an important introspection exercise. It'll make your divination better. Don't pretend to be all wise now. I know for a fact that you just enjoy spilling the tea. I'll give you a cop-out option, even. Come on, just play along. Who do you like best? Jasmine, Dahlia, or me? Well, we're going the evil route. And those of you who might remember from the first part, we promised to sacrifice our greatest love at the end of our journey. So we're going to pick you, Abramar. Chew on that. Oh, is that true? And why do you like me the best? We're not going to do for your sensual body, though that would be funny. So now going for the lust option, what would be the next most evil thing? This kind of jokey, teasy way. It's the sort of thing that would work on me, for sure. It's, some people know from teasing. This is just straight up fact. Find in, it's like, yeah, that too. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. Your adorable need for validation. You snarky little thing. You're pushing it too far. Be happy that I chose you. It's always going to be tough love with you, I know. Well, thanks for indulging me. I swear to you, this isn't gratuitous. I have my ways of mentoring, even if you find them ludicrous. As long as you help me through my exile, you can be as silly as you want. At your service. What's your plan now? I think I'll make some cards while I wait for a familiar from that architect, Grethe. Good. Let's build that deck. So yeah, we do have to make another card now. Sadly, it looks like Max and Barango aren't here to toss in any comments they'd like to make. Let's see, we just have the 4 cards, right? Yes. So, let's see, we have the Flood Water, consists of Earth, Flood Water, a bunch of air. So we need something that is heavy on fire energy for this one. And with 13 to choose from, we should be able to. I think, oh, I remember, I said I was going to use the Hellscape. Let's see, was it Tefrenia or was it... No, it was the battle one that I said. Yes, this one. Though, Canis Majoris does have its place. We'll be saving that for a later moment. The Charred Battlefield. Purifier. What do we think goes good with the battlefield? Vault does have some Earth. The Fallen Hero would be good for a very dark-seeming card. Especially if I can make use of this arm. Especially depending on what item I choose in the third. But we'll look through for some other variables. It's another fire-heavy card. Purple Blood Seeker. It's good. It'd come out kind of Mad Maxy, which there's nothing wrong with. I still prefer the Wounded Hero one. Any other fire options? Not the banner. Pyre for the Heretic, perhaps, though. Ooh. I'll think on it. I mean, it is super heavy fire, so that would mean, with what is that, total 7 fire, we could probably choose nearly anything and still have that flood of fire energy downside. Duchess on battlefield? Nah. Okay, so, Pyre for Heretic. You know what, yeah. Because the Wounded Hero can work with nearly anything. Which of these would really work? Asteroid? I mean, I know it's more fire, but it's kind of Candle Lamp. We'd get more variety for fire damage, but not for color. I think color is the big thing I want to worry about. I think the one thing we do is we avoid any air energy ones, though. Earth or water to kind of make sure there's still a monopoly on fire. That would be interesting, but no. Ooh, making the person burning fire be water tuned would be an interesting one to go with. The Garouche de Couche. Spectrum, create by building seashells, blue oil, marrow. Whatever you whisper to it will transform into gossip that spreads like wildfire. Ooh. That actually might be worth risking. Not the hammer, not that. More fire now. Ooh, the Jade Keepers. Free these predators. I think that kind of goes against the energy of both the battlefield and the fire, though. I'd like to save more fire energy for elsewhere. Ooh, Inevitable 3. That gives a good variety of color and ceiling. And this probably help too. Because cards about that heretic burning on a battlefield. These are about legendary prey birds that can deliver any message, hunt any fugitive, and steal any trinket. So nothing will escape them. Definitely not the tower shield. Don't need a gun. Can't lie while looking at it, which is used to find out if they're phone cells, which happen often. Or steal the Eye of a Snowcat and a glass doll will come to life and protect you until it shatters. Extremely fragile and extremely dangerous. So I think what we do is either Snowcat or the Scavengers, because both of them, the meaning really ties into just the extra danger I want from an all-fire card. Let's see. There's 2 water versus... Nope, went too far. A fire and 2 more air. We'll go with Snowcat. Because I'm a little scared that 3 air is going to make it so it's no longer the majority fire downside. So Snowcat Eyes. So first off, as always, we shrink all of these so we can get a better look at what's on here. In comparison to some of the other kind of portrait backgrounds, there's not a whole lot of height to this one. It is a big landscape. Looks like a airport over here, especially with the crashed plane. We've got a tank, missile there, a ruined catapult, which we could make the burning heretic in the center there, or we've got the ruined castle in the background. I think I like the idea of just a bunch of smoke in the background, especially if we kind of center this. Come on, a little lower. Yeah, there. Okay. You come to the front. I think this will be our person tied to the stake. That's as big as we can make them, though. A thought. If I put this in the background, I think I'd get the illusion of the snowcat hands kind of being stuck there. Yep, and then we take this kind of blonde hairstyle because it's going to contrast with the wooden post a bit better. Then I think we go with red eyes. There we go, yep. We also duplicate. Upside being that also helps hide the hands themselves. How big can we make this fire? We can actually make it pretty big. So I think we do one on this side so we get some trickles of that coming up here. Another one there to the back. Yeah, there we go. Because the snowcat thing is kind of see-through. Yeah, I think that effect is very nice, like that. Yeah, we do that, and we'll do some more fire up front here, but first, I actually want to do something interesting with these two here. If we put this all the way to the back, make it smaller. I'm not sure. No, I think I'll just leave it that, but we will give them... Yeah, we'll give them green eye. There. And a little over. Then we'll also do some fire just in the background for him as well. Then we'll do a duplicate. Okay, put eye to the back. Let's choose him, the back. Fire to the back, perfect, layering stays. Now we just need a little bit of fire up front, which I think that size, And a little bigger. There we go. So what we'll do is we will just duplicate that size and just change... Yeah, we'll change position, turn a little bit, duplicate. This just needs one last duplicate, flip, move to there, for just Raging Inferno. Actually, can we give some hair to the people in the back? No, not without making it look weird. Yep, we'll do it like this. The snow cat burns. We have the Holy War. War distorts all feeling, setting what scares you on fire. There's truth in the face of your demons. The glass doll and the snowcat's eyes are teeming with primal urges. We didn't get it blazing with fire, though. I guess maybe we need fire energy in all aspects of the card for it to count for that as well. But oh well, that's still a pretty dark thing. We've got judgments and testing. I mean, yeah, there's peace, but there's also rivalry and tragedy. So yeah, Holy War is still a good one, and it'll probably have some dark outcomes for any reading for a witch. I'm going to take a sip before continuing. Still no familiars in your window. What shall we do meanwhile? I don't know, just wait. That's okay. Bummer. I'm eager for some action. What do you do to kill time? You must be an expert at it. Usually I just drop myself on the bed and feel sorry for myself. But when my mood allows for it, I study or enjoy some interactive fiction. I've accumulated quite a backlog, and going through it had a lot of weight in the keeping me sane during Exile. Oh, fiction. I'm not a fan of fiction. The universe is already a great purveyor of stories. But you go ahead and do some reading. I'll look at the stars or something. Yeah, I might. So yeah, that unlocks the options here on the bed. We can study, which will give us more insight to all of the elements and aspects. Interactive fiction is a way to unlock more... Sorry, not unlock, to get more resources. Helps especially if you're low and you want to make a new card before a particular meeting. Or we can just sleep, which will give us some message about cards. For now, we are just going to sleep. Because Darkest Timeline, we don't actually need a whole lot. At least at this point. Ooh, we get information on the Holy War. Well, I dream about it. You dream you are the owner of a tiki bar. You design a cocktail by mixing absinthe and boiled mackerel spines. It's so good that a line of 100 people forms outside your business. Anyone who drinks it feels the urge to write poetry. That's a strange card to have connected to that dream game, but okay. It's like, yes, a successful cocktail bar. Yeah, I think that confirms not enough fire. But with our aspects left, we are going to have to do another reading before we have enough fire for that. But we have two. Sorry, I just noticed that there are flowers right there. But this will be Grethe. Big sip before this one. We're going to start with Grethe. Well, you'll see why. Hello, Fortuna. My name is Grethe. I'm a witch architect. I believe our common friend Dahlia told you about my situation. I need the maximum discretion regarding this matter, so I'd rather talk about the rest in person, if you're willing to have me. Thank you, Grethe. Flies in on a skull, which is, I guess, a little classy, but doesn't look too good. And yeah, this is what happened with Grethe and her Behemoth summoning. Welcome, Grethe. Hi, Fortuna. Thanks for having me. Dahlia filled me in briefly on your situation. Oh, that isn't obvious just by looking at me, huh? Yeah, it looks bad. Let me say it out loud anyway, for the sake of therapy. I've got a Behemoth fused with me. How does it feel? Whoa, never thought I'd get that question. The few who know it assumes it's just fucked up, I guess. But if we're talking feelings here, it doesn't feel bad at all, actually. I mean, aesthetically, it's terrible. But it doesn't hurt. I can sort of communicate with Behemoth at an abstract level. If anything, I feel more powerful. Wow. Glad to hear you're not suffering, in any case. But it isn't worth it. Firstly, because summoning Behemoth could well get me executed. But more importantly, I want my cute cheekbone back. Looks like an important loss, yes. So, do you think you can help me? If there's a way to cure you, my deck will find it. But I need to know more about you first. Mind if I ask some questions? Of course. Ask away. You're going to start with Witch Architect and then Summon Behemoth. Tell me more about being a Witch Architect. It's a made-up title, to be honest. I've never encountered another witch who defined herself as an architect, at least. A pioneer, then. I just like to build things. I was also an architect when I was a mortal. But being able to design and execute projects by yourself is way better than overseeing years of development. And all the bureaucracy. Ugh. I'm sure that I ascended out of pure stress. Plus using magic to avoid having to deal with the laws of physics sure is a perk. Sounds like a pain, building things on Earth. You bet. I was one of the people who would prefer playing Minecraft in creative mode. Minecraft? Ah, that may have come after your time. You come from Earth too, right? When did you ascend? 1968. Whoa. I was born in the year 2000 and ascended in 2032. Were you a hippie? Not really, but I met a lot of them. I owned a food truck and visited a lot of events. Had a side business reading tarot, too. That sounds really cool. Glad to know you're not one of those medieval witches. I can't stand them. Yeah, they're so uptight. Now, another question. Why summon a Behemoth? Wait. What do you say we make this a conversation instead of an interrogation? Well, let's crack open some beers. More specifically for me, Mountain Dew Baja Blast. But yeah, you need a strong drink for this sort of conversation. It's not an interrogation, it's an interview. And besides, I'm not that interesting. Come on, Fortuna. All witches are interesting. You're the only fortune teller in our coven. Dahlia speaks highly of you, too. I'm dying to know more. You have this special aura that makes me feel challenged. You're so intimidating. The adrenaline is making me feel alive just being in your presence. Thanks? What do you want to know, anyway? What is it that drives you? Freedom? But that's circumstantial. I mean, ultimately, what makes your life worth living? What is it that drives you? Now, this one, I'm not sure what the darkest achievement would be. I think achievements, it's definitely up there. It's hard to be evil with curiosity, but eventually the drive for answers, no matter the cost, can certainly be up there. We're not going to do pleasure, though. That was our sister's thing. We're not going to step on her territory. So let's go ahead with achievements. Achievements. Oh, so that's where your intensity comes from. Interesting. I feel like you're using me for your cosmic studies. Well, I can't miss the chance to pick apart such a wonderful being. Ooh, the question is, do we indulge her or kinda pull a Democrat thing and call her weird? Sorry, too political. I think we call the kettle black. You truly are obsessed. I told you, I didn't say that lightly. I wish I could switch gears, but my mind always swims in the same direction. It's good to be passionate about something, I guess, provided it doesn't drive you mad. Anyway, your turn now. Ask away. Why summon a behemoth? This isn't an easy topic for me to discuss. Not because of the behemoth. That part is pretty straightforward. I wanted to build a temple out of the skull of a titan of the quarry. The harder the material, the more powerful the altar. And those skulls, they resist carving in a supernatural way. Also, I just noticed desktop audio is kind of low. Sorry if you guys weren't hearing the background noises and the ambiance. I tried every method I know. When I ran out of options, I resorted to forbidden magic. Why are you so desperate to build that shrine? That's the sensitive issue. I'm looking for meaning. Meaning? I know it's an unanswerable question, or a question that hasn't been answered yet. If I want to put this optimistically, the meaning of life. I feel silly just saying it aloud. I don't think life is supposed to have a meaning. I know. That's the healthiest attitude to have towards the cosmos. But I'm obsessed. I can't ignore the question. You're a fortune teller. You should be aware that there is something more out there. The book where everything is written. Is there someone writing us? Is this just a simulation? Does the universe actually exist? Or is it nothing but a figment of my imagination? Do you stop existing when I'm not looking at you? Are we all protagonists? Do we all have a purpose? Okay, I get you.
Am I missing out on some cosmic truth? Was there something before this universe? Why isn't everybody else obsessed with these same questions? Grethe. I'm sorry. I keep spiraling out of control. I can't stand being by myself because I keep returning to these ideas again and again. I've built countless thought shrines, looking for answers. As I dig deeper, I only find more and more questions. I haven't slept in the last century. That's why I summoned the Behemoth. Carpe diem is not an option for me. I'm stuck in cogito ergo sum. I'm a witch for fuck's sake. If not us, who is supposed to unravel the mysteries of the cosmos? Why did I ascend? Why couldn't I stay an oblivious Boston architect?
You know, the cards aren't only made for predicting things. They are also an excellent tool for meditation. I'd be happy to help you on your quest.
Really?
Of course. If the two of us manage to get out of our predicaments, I'll certainly join you on one of your Skull Temple meditations. Who knows what we might find, channeling the power of your shrines through my deck.
That makes my heart race. Yes, please. Let's dissect the cosmos together. Excuse me. What's your predicament, though?
I'm exiled, forced to remain on this asteroid. Let's leave it at that for now.
Okay. I promise I'll help you be free in any way I can. Partners?
No promises. Let's focus on your case first.
Oh, absolutely. I can't help getting ahead of myself whenever I find a new lead.
It's alright.
So, Fortuna, tell me, what are your thoughts on relationships?
You asking me if I'm single?
No, silly. But are you?
Yes.
Cool. What I mean is, what are your thoughts on romantic relationships? Some people can't live without them, some others don't want them at all. I'm curious where you stand on that. What are your thoughts on relationships?
I don't get them, and I don't want them. It's just me, myself, and I against the world.
Or at least it will be once we're out.
I mean, you didn't hear that, Grethe?
Well, pity, because I like you a lot. But it's cool. I can let the sexual tension go now.
Sorry.
It's alright. You do friends, though, right?
Of course. I love having friends.
Nice.
Okay, for my next question,
Ask away.
This is a loaded question due right after that one. So, what are your thoughts on Aedana?
Ooh, time to talk about the boss. I guess neither of us have a lot of sympathy for her, right?
I'm not super happy with having been sentenced to 1,000 years of isolation. No.
And you? I summoned Behemoth. I think that speaks for itself when it comes to my respect for authority. I didn't mind her before, though. She's always let me focus on my project. But now that I know she'll let me execute it, if she discovers what I did, I have to get rid of either this behemoth or Aedana. Well, I think we can solve each other's problems, buddy. Whoa. Heavy words. But I'm not keen on being erased. At least not before I've finished my quest for knowledge. I understand. Look, I understand we need some rules to ensure the stability of the Coven. But I can't possibly agree with these arbitrary punishments. Under no circumstances should a witch ever be sentenced to death or exile. As someone made some bad decisions, they need guidance and forgiveness. We're supposed to be a family, not an army. I couldn't agree more. We need to construct instead of prosecute. I hear you. Do you value personal over collective well-being? Whoa, what a thing to spread out of the blue. What's more important? Yourself or the community? Yourself or the universe? I won't accept any compromise on this one. Ultimately, should you have to choose, what should the priority be? The individual or the group? Oneself, because this is Darkest Timeline. And we did choose the relationship option of just me, myself, and I. I don't need no man and or woman. Even if that has a negative impact on the universe. This is a question. Do we go fuck the system or happiness above anything else? Going off of one of the things that can end up happening to Grethe, I think this is the best one. It might push her a little closer towards that outcome, which will certainly be Darkest Timeline if it comes about. Yes, what's the point in existing if not to be happy? I get your point. I put a lot of thought in this too. Reality is a construct, after all, she says, looking directly at the camera. Why be miserable if everything's gonna vanish as soon as we're unplugged from the cosmos? Happiness can come from making others happy. You need to be lucky enough that it does for you, though. Truth. I guess there's not a definitive right answer for this one. More questions? Nope, we're just gonna go to the reading. We're not gonna give her hope by asking about her hobbies. I know enough. Let's do a reading. Ah, sure. Let's dive into it. I imagine that the main topic here is how to deal with that behemoth of yours. Yes, please. Also, I'd like to ask about my personal quest while we're at it. I doubt a single card will allow me to finally untangle the meaning of life and the cosmos, but maybe not. But I'm sure it'll be able to point you in the right direction. Yes, the quest for knowledge is about asking questions from as many angles as possible. Your deck is one I haven't tried yet. Keep these questions in mind while I shuffle the deck. Oh, I just realized, one sec, I need to get a screenshot of Grethe for this VOD's thumbnail. There we go. Yeah, we are going to be adding her in. I think it'll be fun. But yeah, for this one, the Holy War. Last on the snow, cat's eyes are teeming with primal urges. Which do we put this towards? I think
we're going to put this towards the Behemoth. Just for the tragedy part of it. Behemoth loves pain. Hurt them and they will yield to you. Do not fight them, embrace it. The way to stop being split is to become one. Learn as much as you can now, because you'll miss them once you're free of them. Obviously, the darkest one is to embrace the Behemoth, which is something that can get her killed if she is found out. Okay. I'm loving that the Holy War came up for that one. Wonderful. Do not fight them. Embrace the Behemoth. The way to stop being split is to become one. Running inwards instead of trying to escape my fate, huh? There's a smart way of keeping it hidden. Instead of cutting them loose, allowing the Behemoth all the way in. It's a scary idea, though. What if I stop being me? I don't know. Well, what is me, anyway? Existence is a river. We're never the same self at any given point in time. Of course, whatever gets me closer to my objective. Glad you're taking this optimistically. We can't control fate, right? If life gives you behemoths, make Behemoth aid, I suppose. With the divine build for the other, the excessive energy leading to immobility. Alright. Oh my god, we've got the Holy War and the divine build in a single reading. Oh, that's funny. The meaning of life lies within the minds of others. Spend more time with other people to find progress. That seems pretty positive. We'll say no. Actually, do any of these have fire? Ooh, we got a big fire one there. So we'll read this. You break even more rules to find the secrets of the cosmos. Disregard all authority. Seek the forbidden. Oh, that might actually be the darkest thing, though. Telling her to break more laws. Making her our supervillain apprentice. Or the secret knowledge will eat your mind away. Till you learn the meaning of life, you will lose touch with reality. Ooh. I mean, I kind of want to do this one just for all the fire so we can make the pure fire card. But, oh, this is a toss-up. Oh, God. Anyone in chat have an opinion on this? Because I'm, like, even split. Otherwise, I'll look up a coin flip thing and do that. Also, ignore the change to the title for the stream. I thought that'd be a much funnier name for anyone popping in now. I'll give a couple more seconds before actually doing a flip, but I'm going to get a coin flip ready. I think DuckDuckGo has one if you just search coin flip. Okay, it does. I'll give it another 5 seconds. If anyone has an opinion, speak now or forever hold your peas. I mean, unless you're tossing them like a pot or a stew or something, cooking them, it's like in that case, drop them. Don't burn yourself trying to cook the peas. Alright, and yeah, looks like no one wants to speak up. So we will say this one is heads, and lose touch with reality will be tails. Alright, coin flip. That is a heads. So we are going with break the rules. Fuck them. Who cares? Okay. You need to break even more rules to find the secrets of the cosmos. Disregard all authority. Seek the forbidden. You actually want me executed, don't you? No, this is the text advice, I swear. I'm just messing with you. Seriously, though, I just summoned a behemoth. Is there anything more nefarious than that? Should I
go and carve Aedana's heart out of her body and eat it, or something. I wouldn't rule it out. I'm joking. I'm not. Your deck has a point, though. The cosmos doesn't follow protocol or bureaucracy. If I have to quit the coven to be truly free of rules, I'll do it. Just me and the void. My mind frame is the only boundary to break. Thank you. Do you want to look into anything else? No, thank you. Excuse me. There you go. You've given me some ideas about how to get rid of this behemoth. I'll do some research on my side, too. Cool. Let's meet again soon to teach this bastard a lesson. Looking forward to it. See you soon. Okay, I don't trust that I have enough fire yet, so we'll do this other one and a reading for her first. Looks like behemoths are in. Yeah, they're all the rage amongst rebel witches with poor judgment. I think I can help, if you're interested. I'm all ears. We, the Behemoth, know each other's names. If you knew the name of the Behemoth possessing Grethe, any ritual you might perform to free her would be more likely to succeed. That's perfect. Tell me their name. I know we're partners in crime. I'm not about to give up one of my siblings. Not for free, at least. Am I not paying enough to you already? The deck stuff is one thing. This is another matter. Alright, what do you want? Don't fret. I just want a bit of that delicious power you're harvesting. 5 units of fire to betray a fell behemoth, plus 2 of air to release their name to you witches. You don't need to answer right now. Save up, decide if you're interested or not. And when the time comes to try and free Grethe, you just let that energy flow to me, and I'll whisper the behemoth's name to your ear. I see. It's not too high of a cost, right? Just a bit of magic for your dear mentor. It's not the amount, but the thought of what you're planning to do with it. Still afraid of me after all this time. Just cautious. I'm sure you're a forbidden entity for a reason. Suit yourself. But I'll say it again. I am on your side. Trust needs time. I understand. Well, you let me know if you want to take me up on my offer when the time comes. Have fun. Oof, that might take us some fire. Okay, we're going to do an interactive story. So the way stories work is we get to make some choices. And if we make choices aligned with the particular element we want, it'll give us that energy. Okay, well, let's read some fiction. Okay, which one we get? The Secret Cut by Jordi Piaca. Okay. Okay, let's see. Air is knowledge, water is motion, earth is power. I'm blanking on particular for what fire is, but so long as it's not knowledge, power, or emotion, it should be the right one. It's always been a legend among butchers on the island of Terra Nova about a secret cut hidden inside cows with crimson fur. Cows with crimson fur are already a rarity, but finding this piece of meat is even rarer and requires a high level of skill to extract it undamaged. As the myth goes, whoever eats this delicacy will be blessed with unwavering health and good fortune. Not once in your 70 years as a butcher have you ever come across a crimson cow. Until today. A farmer friend of yours brought it before dawn. A very young calf, just a few weeks old. He doesn't want to have anything to do with crimson cows since he believes they bring bad fortune. You're not sure if he's unaware of the legend or if he's really had bad experiences with them. In any case, there she is, her fur bright as a bonfire, even in the dim light of your workshop. Actually, wait, no. Fire is power. No, if Earth was power, too much would not cause stagnation. I guess Earth would be potential, which means we butcher the cow immediately in a pursuit of power. You sharpen your knife and look her in the eye. What you're about to do feels like heresy. For the life of you, this animal is too unique to be turned into meat. You spare her life and adopt her as your life companion. You name her Rhapsody. That is directly against the choice I make, game. Come on. She brings you health and happiness by means of company, not sustenance. She's gentle, loving, and patient. She listens to all your tales and reacts to the moo in just the right places. 4 years go by. Rhapsody grows big and soft. You prepared a bucket of her favorite herbs to celebrate her 4th birthday. As you are singing a happy birthday to her, an expensive black car drives slowly into your yard. The chauffeur gets out and opens the door to an old woman, blazoned with a fancy red coat. She joins the singing with a smile. "Good day to you, dear butcher," she says upon finishing the song. Rhapsody dives into her birthday treat. "I'm happy to find this fine specimen in good health. I'd like to purchase your cow." The chauffeur opens a briefcase in front of you. $1 million if you get the secret cut out of her for me. Accepting would certainly not be emotion. Would certainly not be knowledge. I think accepting is close enough to power. I want that sweet fire energy, so please. That is a lot of money, and you are a butcher, after all. You let Rhapsody enjoy her last meal and guide her into your workshop. You kill her with a nail gun against her forehead, and she falls with a sonorous thud, as if a goddess was robbed of her might. You cut her open. You put her aside piece by piece, with ceremonial care. Finally, you get to the coveted meat, uncannily close to her heart. Your knife plunges into the soft meat, but you don't manage to rid your blade of emotion. Your pulse ruins the cut. "I'm sorry," you cry while your tears clean the blood off the knife. "Oh, that's too bad," the woman answers, as if you were apologizing to her. She pays you $10,000 for the fur and the inconvenience, and leaves forever. As a butcher that you are, you make a fortune selling Rhapsody's meat. Everyone says it's delicious. You save the ruined cut for you. It's not delicious at all. There we go. We'll save another story for after this one, in case we don't get a lot of fire. But let us meet our arachnid lady. This is another witch I really like the design of. It's very fun. Wait, once I gotta clear my throat. Apologies, that was a bit more than I expected. Witch Fortuna. My friend Jasmine is always talking about you, and she just told me you're allowed to receive visitors now. Congratulations. Sorry for contacting you so abruptly, but I think your divinatory art could help me regarding a thing with a personal project. An and I'm in a bit of a desperate situation. Louise. Alright, let us see what Louise could want. Welcome. Welcome. Hi. What's your name? Fortuna. Your name is Fortuna. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Nice to meet you. Your name is Louise, right? No need to be so nervous. Any friend of Jasmine is welcome here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just that I've heard so many things about you that now I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity or something. Oh, yeah? What have you heard? All good things, don't worry. Mostly from Jasmine. She loves you and missed you so much. You know that? I missed her a lot, too. Why don't you take a deep breath and tell me a bit about yourself? Okay. Sorry. My name is Louise, and... I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. It's okay. How about I ask you some questions? Would that be alright? Okay. That's good. Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, we'll start simple. What do you like to do in your spare time? Oh, I love reading, playing my multi-neck bass, and spying on mortals. Oh, wow. That's weird. Reading? Is it not hip to read anymore? Hip? I was kidding. The odd part is spying on mortals. And I'm a bit curious about the multi-neck bass, too, to be honest. I play custom bass guitar with 3 necks, since I have multiple arms and all that. But I don't play it in front of people. I only use it to meditate. It's really soothing to weave several deep melodies together. I like the idea. I wish I could hear it someday. What about spying on mortals? I love making myself invisible and just watching them go about their lives, comparing lifestyles from many different cultures and planets. After many years of observation, I gained the ability to perceive their entelechy. That's how I found my calling and developed my pith weaving. Pith weaving? Sorry, that's my special ability. I can tell you more about it if you're interested. Whatever you want to ask, cool, actually. Relax. Let's see. What's your specialty? Oh, right. I am a pith weaver. Oh, that sounds cool. What does it mean? I can harvest mortals' entelechy. It's a magic substance that defines one's behavior and desires. A single mortal barely produces enough thread, but if you find a community with a rich collective subconscious, you can weave whole clothes and capes. Wow, that's hard to picture, but it sounds fun. And those clothes you craft have magical properties, I imagine. That's right. It depends on the kind of community you pull the thread from. As a quick example, the yarn extracted from a band of artists could make a lovely scarf that stimulates the wearer's creativity. I love it already. I'll weave something sometime for you. Hey, and go, welcome. So how you liking Louise's fun, spidery design? We got cobweb tattoos on all the biceps, freaking spiked gauntlets, and also 4 arms, each with spiked gauntlets. She's my second fave after Dahlia. Yes, very pretty. But yeah, she's, let's see, I don't know when you joined in, but her specialty, her magic thing, is creating thread and cloth from emotional energy, which I think is a really cool concept, just in general. It's like enough sad people and you can make, I don't know, a shirt of sadness. Just let yourself dwell and get it all out. Cry out the tears so you can move on. Ooh. But yeah, moving on. I think she's about to give us a choice for something later. Ah, yes. What kind of intelligence would we fancy most? Alright, well, we're going the darkest timeline, so soldiers and warriors are very nice. But I know they all have the same, like, image for the items she makes. But I've done both the moms and their children and astronauts, and they are both really sweet. So let's find out together what soldiers and warriors will get. Yeah, give me it from the soldiers and warriors. Okay. What's the matter? Did I say something wrong? Not really. It's a powerful source of substance, closely linked to fire magic. But not my favorite collective, to be honest. I'm sorry. I didn't stop to think about that. I'll pick something else. Don't worry about it. Coincidentally, I have a surplus of that kind of thread. If I get the chance, I'll bring you a nice cloth as a thank you present for having me. Thank you so much. Do you want to know anything else? You make it sound like this is interrogation. No, sorry, I'm having a good time. God, I really connect with this anxiety. It's like, this is me, at least internally. It's like, oh god, I'm not fucking up. How long till I fuck it up? But it's easier for me if you ask me things. Sure. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go through all the questions, because I do like spending time with Louise. How do you know Jasmine? She hired me to weave a special net to gather dew from her greenhouse. It's one of the projects I'm most proud of. I harvested the Indulging from desert nomads to make it. The dew filtered through this net makes an astounding base substance for all kinds of flower-based potions. Jasmine brews became quite popular after my contribution. It's been centuries since I've had something from Jasmine. I can't wait to try this improved version. Together, we also developed some magical tea bags that multiply the fragrance of dried mixtures. That is so cool. Now I see how you two became so close. Both you and Jasmine are super crafty. It's got to be so much fun to find someone to share your passion with. It is indeed. I always have a great time with Jasmine. Nice. More questions? Well, all we have left is why she came to see. So, big sip before this. There we go. Why did you come to see me? Haha. Yes, better get to business. I'm here precisely because of my Pithweaver skills. As I explained, the intelligence from mortals varies depending on the community they're in and the lives they lead. The universe provides enough different contexts to find whichever kind of energy fits your purposes. But, of course, there is the shortcut of manipulating mortals to produce the substance you need. For example, you could add less serum to the water supply of a community to harvest massive amounts of sexual energy from their orgies. Quite an example. Now that I've tried this more than once, I usually prefer all-natural, chaos-bred Indulging. The thing is, Aedana saw a lot of potential in one of my projects. It started when that almighty AI rose to lead planet Earth's population. In a matter of years, human society suffered severe structural changes. Yeah, fucking Aedana, exactly. And any element that threatened that change was rapidly purged from the equation.
Humanity's never endured such an abrupt transformation. I felt an imperative need to witness that massive event. It all oozed in otherworldly energy. So I spent decades spinning thread from it. And as it happens, that substance can create an extremely effective weapon for capturing behemoths. What? Really? How so? Earth's intelligence was highly contaminated. It was as if the whole planet's fate had somehow been sealed. And behemoths happen to be extremely susceptible to reality-altering arts. I use that substance to weave gladiator-like webs that can suck any entangled behemoth dry of their magic. Oh, wait. Right, because Abramar told us in the last stream. Behemoths existed before the universe. They'd have to be susceptible to reality-altering things, or they would have been destroyed. They had to adapt to the change to keep going. It's interesting how that's playing back for us. So you can also craft a decent piece of armor against behemoth spells. And why is Aedana so interested in developing such armaments? The cosmic echoes warned her that behemoths will threaten the coven, so she wants to prepare accordingly. The problem is that even with such a tremendous phenomenon, I only managed to pull enough thread to craft one set of web and armor. And Aedana is set on developing a massive weapon to erase behemoths from this plane of existence entirely. I don't believe I have what it takes to see this through. What do you need to make this happen, exactly? Aedana discovered that if you promote war and stir conflict in this new society, the reality-altering arts that engulf the planet try to fight back. Oh yeah, didn't our prediction of the future was that the new overlords would bring peace? So yeah, creating war would absolutely be something that I'd have to fight against, huh? As if everyone was programmed to preserve the status quo. In this process, humanity's intelligence once again shows the characteristics it had when the massive change happened. And I can harvest it. So, what are you... Hey, don't task me with provoking World War III. And she just throws that out there. Okay, so... Obviously, the darkest answer is, do you want me to help you cause it? It's like, do you need help with that? Because I've had a lot of isolation time. I've had nothing to do but think up fucked up shit. So I just might be able to help with a few ideas. Okay. Yeah, you want to be evil, but isn't your best interest yet? I mean, that's the big question. No matter what, we can still potentially fuck it up because, obviously, the game is going to give us a reading of how to assist. Is it selfish? Sure. I mean, we might be able to get out of the full deal with Abramar. The pact is already set in motion, but if he doesn't exist to claim the cost at the end, we might be able to get away scot-free. So do you want me to help you cause it? Oh, and actually, she also said she spent years and all she got was enough for one web and one set of armor. So, I mean, if the plan comes to fruition soon enough, we won't have to worry about it, right? Do you want me to help you cause it? Can you? Maybe. We can use my deck to look for a way to make it possible. What's the matter? Don't you think that driving a civilization to, I don't know, isn't causing total war evil? Yeah, this is definitely the evil option.
Mortals are just another resource. Same as they exploit the land, we too can exploit them. I came to you in the hopes of avoiding this. I guess I was just being naive. I should comply with the orders of the leader. Whoa, wait, this is going to help Aedana. Wait a second. Let's reel it back now. Now we'll keep going with full evil. It's a lot less trouble. Otherwise, you'll end up exiled. Just like me. Okay. So what now? Do we ask your cards what to do? Sure, let's consult the deck. Yeah, this is literally the first time I've gone down this route. Of it's like, you want my help, I'll help you. So I need you to tell me what exactly you want to ask the deck. Actually, I'm a bit scared. I don't want to ask the deck how to cause a war. I'm sorry, Fortuna. That's alright. We don't ask anything you don't want to. Yes, I'd rather handle it myself. This isn't the solution I was hoping for, after all. I would like to ask about something else, though. Sure, go ahead. This is a bit embarrassing, but I happen to be in love with a mortal. That's totally cool. The thing is, he doesn't know I'm a witch. I present myself to him in the form of a regular woman. He's a member of the resistance that fights the AI that rules the earth. He doesn't have an easy life. It breaks my heart, and I wish I could save him. Especially now there's a risk of war spreading all over the planet. Should I show him my true nature and take him off-world? Should I forget about him? What should I do about him, Fortuna? My advice is not to get attached to mortals. They wither too fast, but sure. Let's check what the cards have to say about him. Yes, please. Alright, we are going to indulge her selfishness. Ooh, the Dove Breeder. This is actually going to give us some good options. Which mean bad for Aedana as she indulges her own desires instead of want to go after war. Oh, we only get one. Move to Earth, set up your home there, and invite the immortal to live with you. Then slowly open up to him. It's a shame we're not getting fire energy from this, though. That's what sucks. Okay, well, because we only have the one option, I guess we're telling her to move to Earth, set up your home there, and invite the mortal to live with you, then slowly open up to him. Sounds like a nice way to reduce the shock. And the idea of the two of us living together sounds quite nice, to be honest. This is a beautiful solution. Thank you so much, Fortuna. Don't take too much time, though. Mortals are not eternal. Okay. I'll make it quick. 2 years max. Sounds like a plan. Can't wait to set up shop on Earth. I was so worried about this guy. You really helped me to put my thoughts in order. Thank you. Are you sure you don't want to look into how to deal with Aedana? No. That's alright. In fact, I should be leaving now. So soon? Yeah. I'm so sorry. I have to go. I forgot I'm meeting someone else halfway across the galaxy. Is it your man/woman back on Earth? Eyebrow waggles. Sure. Safe travels. Goodbye. Let's see, before we go back to Dahlia's second visit, since you came in a bit late, Rango, I'm going to show you the 2 cards we made. One we made shortly after the beginning, second, the game forced us to. Or wait, no, it was just Holy War. I could have sworn there was another one. Ah, well, but yeah, we made Holy War, which is a lot of dark things, especially because the Snowcat item says if it breaks, great tragedy comes, hence tragedy. And you know, We got the whole burning on the stake imagery here on the battlefield. Sadly, there wasn't enough fire for it to be the downside of too much fire causes this. But yeah, I put some work into it. Okay. Well, she goes. I take another sip. Ooh, and swap positions because the chair is starting to hurt. All right. Our favorite muscle mommy is back. Hey, Fortuna, how did it go with Grethe? I came up with some of my own ideas on how to help her, but I could use your input. Let me know when I can visit. Right fucking now, ma'am. It's the book club again. Ooh. Okay, gonna do some stretching because I just realized, holy shit, my neck. But also, thank you, Brango. Okay. Hey, Forts. Hey, Dahlia. I know it's been 2 centuries, but I still don't like any abbreviations to my name. Ah, shoot. I thought Forts would work. We've been through this too many times. I don't like Forts, I don't like 40, and I especially don't like Tuna. Tuna's... It's a name. It's a nickname for sure. But Tuna is so cute. Not funny. Okay. So, you found a way to help Grethe? Oh wait, shit. Did I double click there? Fuck. Probably wasn't anything important. Okay. Dahlia's great. I've been researching some exorcism methods. I found some censored texts. They don't mention behemoths explicitly, but they might be the perfect solution for this case. There's a way to quite literally sever extra-dimensional beings from a witch. Oh yeah? How? With an enchanted blade. I'm going to forge a Daemon Bone dagger to cut that bastard down. That sounds dangerous. I know my way around knives, trust me. You're right. And you mentioned you need my help with this? That's correct. For the ritual to be most effective, I need to imbue the dagger with an essence kindred to Grethe. And I was wondering, since you put her through your wonderful deck, maybe you could point me to the proper energy. But wouldn't you know best? You've known Grethe for way longer than I have. I know, but I can't wrap my head around her. She's so self-absorbed, always focused on her projects. I realize I can't really tell. You don't need to disclose any sensitive information to me, but I've experienced firsthand how incisive your divination can be. You did read the cards for her, right? Yes. Perfect. Then guess should be better than mine then. What energy should I imbue the dagger with? Now, darkest timelines are definitely not doing architecture or philosophy. She's looking for the truth, so that's out. I think dread and individualism are the 2 best ones. What are you thinking, Barango? I think individualism because Grethe did seem really... Oh yeah, you weren't here for that second. One of the things she asked was if we were single. She put some weight on what she gets from relationships and romances with others and tried to hit on us. But thankfully, we turned it down. She's like, you know what, I'll respect that, but we can still be friends, right? I'm like, sure. Yeah, individualism, yeah. I mean, heck, dread might tip Dahlia off that we are trying to lead her to the wrong direction. Individualism. I would never have said that, but I guess it makes sense. Alright, I'll smith the most impressive dagger. Just you wait, Grethe. Flies away in her big-ass sword. Wow. Goodbye, Dahlia. Oh, and Jasmine. Oh, I've never gotten this one.
This is a new event. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, you also missed the first meeting with Jasmine. She is... Yeah, no problem. I'll do the little summary later when you pop back. Ooh, this is... Okay. Welcome! Is it true? I mean, I'm not going to be ending for, what was it, another hour 15, thereabouts? Maybe a little later if I'm, like, in the middle of a situation at the time. I mean, unless it takes you that long to set up. Yeah, don't forget the Saturday streams are the 3-hour ones. Mere hydration? No problem. You get hydrated. Hang on, I'll go ahead and take some more hydration before going to this Jasmine event. She does not look happy. Okay. Is it true? Did you offer to help Louise start World War III? Let's see. Technically it was on Aedana's orders. Passing the buck, that's a phrase. I mean, we're definitely not apologizing. Yeah. It was on Aedana's orders. I didn't want anyone else to suffer the same fate as me. It's too dangerous to cross Aedana. Oh. For Tuna. I understand. I wouldn't dare to go against our leader's judgment. She knows better than us. But your way of tackling the issue didn't come off right to Louise. She should have been more clear about her desires. You can't ask someone who's lived isolated for 200 years to read people's subtleties. I know. I'm sorry. I just wanted to hear your side of the story. I'm here to help. I will always be on your side. You know that, right? Thank you. I guess isolation isn't doing me any favors. I'm losing touch with reality, especially mortal existence. I spent centuries here just watching the stars burn away. We need to take you out for a stroll. Smell the flowers again, pet a cat, watch some children play in the river. I'd say that's the best medicine for your case. Just 800 years to go, huh? For Tuna. It's alright. I'm doing a lot better just from being able to talk to other witches. And thank you for reprimanding me. Whoa, you've never thanked me for scolding you. You truly need some love, poor thing. Can you tell Louise I'm sorry? I will, but she's scared shitless of you. Louise is very sensitive to people's auras because of her pith-weaving skills. We need to take good care of you. It's not healthy to be this sour. I know. I'm going to leave now, but I'm going to think long and hard about some ways to improve your life here. Yeah, no, she got on our case about saying, hey, you want us to start World War III together? Yeah, gay people, exactly. But yeah, I'm not sure if you caught it with your grabbing water, but I passed the book and said it's like, Aedana wanted her to do it, and I didn't want her to get exiled, and suddenly Jasmine's like, oh shit, yeah, you have a very bad, negative opinion of Exile. Thank you, Jasmine. Wait, no, I need to ask Jasmine. Ah, shit. Well, maybe it's because I made different choices for Grethe, but I know usually you ask her for tea or something for a ceremony. We'll see. Oh, hey, and speaking of Grethe, who I believe you also missed. Yeah, I'm not going to explain. I'll let you see Grethe first.
Dahlia's given me a magic dagger to perform an exorcism. Have you found anything else? Is it alright if I come over so we can try the ritual together? Hugs, Grethe.
You might be wondering why I'm choosing that voice for Grethe. Well, it's as plain as the side of her face. Yeah, so Dahlia talked about it just a little bit in last stream, but she summoned a behemoth and fused with them. This is how obvious it is. It's not exactly something you can hide, especially with the like smoky tendrils just coming up the face. Though without it, if this side of the head is shaved, that would look very hot for a hairstyle. Do love it. Especially paired with a very like nice suit. Just the not distances, the gap, yeah, between super formal and very punk. Okay, another big sip. Hey, how are you feeling?
Corrupted?
Yes, indeed, she's also hot.
The behemoth is beginning to taint my thoughts, and I don't like how powerful it feels.
You still want to see this through, or...?
Of course I want to. I'm way too proud to let this extra-dimensional asshole take all the credit.
I feel you. Okay, what did you find? Let's use everything in our arsenal.
The ritual will mainly revolve around Dahlia's demon bone dagger. It truly is a work of art. Here, look.
Yep, that definitely looks dangerous. Just beautiful. It actually, I don't think it looks like that in the other playthroughs I've done so far. I think it looked like a bit more of a formal handle on there. But it's been a few months since I've done a run, so we'll see. How can Dahlia be so talented?
She told me that you helped her create it.
I just shared some insight with her.
What about?
She wanted to know what kind of essence to use to enchant the dagger. To craft a blade that has the highest affinity with you.
So that's why she called it the Lone Wolf's Dagger. Is that how you see me?
I suggested individualism as an essence, since you seem so strong and independent.
Maybe. My fault for putting up this suave front.
Yes, so that means we did not get her on it, which means chances of the ritual going good are dropping.
There's some truth in the blade. I guess it'll do. So first of all, do you mind if I summon a Fatemancer's disc to check our chances of success?
Of course, but what's a Fatemancer's disc?
Of course. It was invented about 80 years ago by June Reisha, the mathematician witch. So you wouldn't know about it.
If it had a ring on the base and were a bit more curved, it'd be convincing. Yeah, if I'm remembering Karambits correctly, you are correct. Very exotic look to it.
It's a special sigil that reads fate strands. When you find yourself before a critical and identifiable turning point in your life, you can bind your soul to the disc so it reads the probability of whatever you want to happen.
A Western style? Yeah. Wow. I like it. Sounds like a great companion to my deck.
In short, we can read how effective whatever actions we perform the ritual will be. Knowing the percentage may not change anything, though. It's just for peace of mind.
On the contrary, it sounds really useful. Fancy tactile knife kind. Oh, I think my brother had one of those. Yeah, I think I know exactly what you meant then, yeah. Though I don't think he called it karambit. I think it was also a curve. sorry, not a folding style version. So it's probably not the full tactical knife. But he took what he can afford. As per the third principle of divination, just the act of observing your chances affects your chances. I didn't consider it that way. I hope it affects them for the best. Anyway, here's the disc. Doc telling me to update in the middle of the stream. Okay. Both meant for weird dual wielding or for... Yeah. Yeah, that's about the style blade I'm thinking. Let's see, so yeah, only 5%. Because, like I said, most runs I do this portion, we ask for a special tea blend from Jasmine for one. We ask, yeah, we chose an essence that doesn't fully align with Grethe for another. And it probably hurt chances that we also said in the tarot reading that the best chance is to just combine outright, and that she should break more laws to find the truth of the universe. My chances aren't as good as I'd hoped. It's no small thing, exercising a behemoth. But we haven't taken everything into account yet. Let's turn fate in our favor. You're right. I must be strong. Okay then. Can you run me through the specifics of the ritual? It's more straightforward than I thought it would be. Most of the heavy work has already been done by Dahlia, crafting this magnificent dagger. I brought Dahlia up to speed about what your card said, about how I need to embrace the Behemoth. Her answer was this blade. You need to stab me in the heart. What? No. You're not pawning this murder off on me. I'm already exiled now. Don't panic. The blade is enchanted to pierce not only through my flesh, but also through my quintessence. That will open a crack in my soul, allowing the Behemoth fully inside me. Then you can remove the dagger, and they will be trapped. Okay, so the ways this ritual usually happens is I have to specifically place the dagger in their chest right at the dividing line between Behemoth part and humanoid witch. So this is very promising. We are going the darkest route here. We have to stab them in the heart and trap the Behemoth within them. I've never stabbed anyone in my life. It's not so much stabbing as precision cooking. You do cook, right? Yeah, I know my way around kitchen knives, but this... I can't do it myself, Fortuna. I believe in you. Why don't we call Dahlia and have her cut you? No. I want you to do it. I feel a special connection with you. Look, the percentage of the disc went up just from me explaining this to you. We're on the right path. Crambit started as nectar. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the short curved blades started like that. Some variation of a sickle or a scythe. If nothing else, because smiths would have already known how to craft them, so it's just adapting to be held at the base of the blade instead of at a length of the staff. Western styles for some reason meant to be used with a handgun. Well, yeah, I can see that. For one, well, maybe not the karambit style, but a short knife for throwing is good. Otherwise, one of the ways to get around combat against someone with a gun is get up close and personal. So you want something with a short blade for easier maneuvering around two specific parts of the body. Or worst case, you can use it as like a hook, so you can grip a limb and move it as you need to get them back to the mid-range for pistol use. So they stop someone from robbing you by stealing your gun? Yes. Exactly. Okay, we're on the right path. Dahlia told me that the ritual will be more effective the stronger our bond is. And I pretty much opened up about myself to you in a way I haven't for ages. It's starting to sound kind of obsessed now. So, I believe a shortcut to make our bond more powerful would be if you told me something intimate about yourself. The less people know about it, the better. Okay. Tell me something secret about yourself. Well, we want this to fail. Excuse me. So yeah, we're definitely not doing the top two. We already told her we have a food truck, which might be enough for her to get the points like, we don't have the connection you want. Yeah, I hope the game doesn't say it's like, you already told her that, choose again. It's like, oh, man. But I used to own a food truck. Yeah, you mentioned already. Oh, I forgot. We're not forging any bonds with this, but I understand. It was selfish of me to ask you to open up like that just for my sake. I'm sorry. It's not easy. It's okay. Really. We'll make it work with what we have. Time to put me under the knife. I'm not ready yet. You'll never be more ready than now. And I'm ready to accept any consequences. Just let me meditate for a couple minutes. Just gather my focus, okay? 2 whole minutes. That I have for sure. Thank you. Moment of truth. Have you made a decision? Do you want to pay for the Behemoth's name? Nope, we want this to fail. It is barely past double digits because it's 11%. No, I think we can manage without you. No, I don't, but this is how I want it. So that's how much you value Grethe's fate. Or maybe we just don't need you. Yes, funny. Suit yourself. You still there? Yes, I'm ready. Sorry, I just needed to collect myself. Ready for some stabbing. Don't say it like that. Sorry. I was just trying to blow off some steam. Our ideas of what constitutes relaxing differ dramatically, Grethe. It looks like you're relaxed, though. I guess that's the most important thing here. Okay, I'm going to insert the dagger now. Are you ready? Do it. Flashbanged. Oh. It didn't work. I'm so sorry, Grethe. Maybe I didn't use the dagger properly. No. You did everything right. I had an internal bout with the Behemoth, and they were just stronger than me. I guess I wasn't destined to be free. Not yet, at least. This is who I am for now. Better accept it and start preparing for the real problem. Aedana? Aedana. What are you going to do? My initial impulse is to flee. But I'm too proud not to face Aedana directly. So I guess before I do anything hasty, I'll retire to the Gem Skull Belt
and meditate on all my options. I'm sorry the ritual didn't go well. Even if we failed here, let me know if I can help you in any other way. I will. Thank you for everything, Fortuna. And hey, I'm not going away empty-handed. Now I have you. I'm happy I met you too. Okay. Better leave now. I hope to see you soon. Yeah, me too. Take care. Now there is a dark timeline. Continued. What a busy life all of a sudden, huh? How are you feeling? In this context, I think it feels good as the darkest thing, right? Because I just failed Grethe, and it's like, I feel great. I created a problem for Aedana later. I promised the Spider Lady that I'd help start World War III and freaked her the fuck out. And yet I got away with it by passing the buck to Aedana. Ooh, I'm creating allies to go against Aedana specifically. This is gonna be fun. But yeah, I think the How Do They Manage Without Me is a bit childish for this. So we're gonna go with It Feels Good. Life is worth living again. Glad to see your mood has improved. So, what are your plans now? My biggest concern is still Aedana. Sooner or later, she's gonna find out about my new deck. If I want to be free, I'll need to deal with her at some point. Well, the Cosmic Wheel is already in motion. Look how quickly you've reconnected with the Coven. Just stay alert and seize any opportunity the universe throws at us. How do you do it? Manipulate fate? You tell me. We're not so different, you and I. Not really. I mean, I get to read into possible futures, but escaping from Aedana's sentence was an impossibility until I summoned you. Are you sure? It was by your will that I appeared. You're the one making the jigsaw fall into place. Are you suggesting that I'm the one that created you? What? Please, witch. I was just trying to encourage you. You owe me a lot, and you're paying a high price for all of this. Don't forget it. But you summoned me. That speaks volumes about the power of your will. Have more faith in yourself. Okay. No need to mock me. Look, a falcon has arrived. Oh, could it be from Thea? We'll do this first. See what she has to say. Dear Fortuna, I have terrible news. Oh wait, no. I gave her a bit of a southern accent. Dear Fortuna, I have terrible news. Please invite me to your home ASAP. Yours faithfully, Thea, Arbiter Badge 210, rank Waxen Crescent. On the traditional broom. Alright, what do you have to say, Thea? Fortuna. What is it? What happened? It's about Yelida. What about Aedana? Aedana is dead. Mic drop. Oh, hey, and we're on Chapter 4, Succession. Wow, game can't even give us a name for the shaman. We are reunited here today to say goodbye to our good friend Patrice. She lived intensely and died on her own terms. We are returning her body to the earth just as she wished. Naked and covered in flowers, my body to the soil, my soul to my sister, to the stars. You lived in beauty and depart in beauty. Now, some words from her eldest son. Pedro, I'm not good with speeches, so excuse my brevity. I will always be in awe of all the life my mother brought into this world. And I'm not only talking about her numerous children and grandchildren. I'm talking about her words, her ideas, her wisdom. I don't know if any of us will ever achieve the clarity my mother had. With her gone, we've lost the brightest light in the universe. I wish any of our dads were decent enough to be half the person our mother was. I wish any of them were brave enough to have stayed by her side. Today, I didn't only lose my one true parent, but also my idol. Adios, Mama. Te quiero. Thank you, Pedro. Now, Mr. Stanton, you wanted to say something too? That's right. Thank you. I feel lucky that you're all letting me be part of this moment. I wanted to share with you how much of an inspiration her family was to her. She always spoke of you so dearly. She loved you more than anything. Patrice could strike you as a cynical person at first. She always had that I'm too smart to be wasting my time with you vibe. But she was ultimately driven by love. Love of life and of the human experience. I've been extremely fortunate to have been her editor for the past 20 years. And I know for a fact that she has been a mother not only to you, but to hundreds of thousands of readers around the globe. Her unique perspective on pleasure and joy has been inspiration for many women from many cultures. She's leaving a bleeding wound inside many hearts, but also a legacy. The world is stronger and healthier thanks to her. And that feeling, that energy, will never die. Thank you, Patrice. Thank you, Mr. Stanton. Now, to proceed with last rites, Wait, I want to speak too. Maria Fortuna. Of course. Go ahead. Grandma, you aren't really gone, are you? That body covered in flowers. You just had to leave that old husk behind, right? We had so many plans, so many ideas. I can't accept that you let a stupid cancer take away what we are building together. Right, Yaya? You haven't betrayed me, have you? Fortuna. It's okay, Pedro. Let her express herself. I can't do this by myself. Did you run off to the stars to look for your sister? You promised you'd take me with you to see the cosmos. If you don't come back right now, I will never forgive you. Maria, I'm sure your grandmother will keep guiding you from wherever she is. One never truly leaves this world. Patrice's body may turn to dust. Patrice's voice may have gone silent. But her essence is an everlasting gift we will never lose. Patrice, she's broken free from that name. Now we will call her Autumn. We will call her Tears and Fragrance, a mid-afternoon dream. Enough with the cheesy poetry already. You will never understand my grandmother, or what we were doing together. Maria, I'm sorry for your loss. Now, if no one has any more words to share, we will return her to the earth. May your soul bless the stars, Patrice. And suddenly jump ahead, bringing the stopped to true Fortuna. So, my prediction finally came true, eh? You managed to live 59 years, 11 months, and 21 days. For a second, I believe you'd be able to break free from your fate. You remained a tough bitch, even in death. It's too hard to do this without your witty comebacks. I'm sorry I didn't come and visit you after I ascended. But time among the stars sure flies. And I wasn't sure how you'd deal with the fact your sister became a witch. I'm so sorry. That night on the beach, I started walking into the sea and never looked back. But somehow you knew, eh? You knew I wasn't dead. You were the only thing I missed from my time as a mortal. It's been tough up there without you. What about one last reading? For old time's sake. Transition chair, one sec. What should I ask about? I wonder how our relationship would have been if I had stayed. Do you mind if I indulge, Patrice? Temperance. The kind and calm figure personifies moderation, harmony, and synthesis. The water flowing between jugs is an avatar of communication. You'd have joined my food truck venture. We visited many musical festivals, met a lot of friends and lovers. Or we'd have moved to the Canary Islands. You'd have written lesbian pulp novels. I've run an online tarot website. We're gonna go with that one. We were introduced to her about a 5-minute orgasm. We'd have drunk the most delicious wine, and had a small community of artist friends, met some beautiful girls, and taken long walks along the beach. We'd have grown old together, had long talks swayed by the warm evening breeze. Ah, Patrice, I missed you so much. I am going to miss you so much. What the hell am I doing? Reading into the hypothetical. How can I be this cowardly? I owe you more than this. The first and only time I read into someone's death was for you. As a last present, I'll get real. I'll read beyond your death. I'm scared of that presence I found when you dared me to read into your demise. It was lurking there, watching us from the unknown. I'll look into its eyes now, to see for myself where we're sending you off to. The devil. The beast is the keeper of everything that is forbidden. Their servants ooze with lust and invite you to fall into temptation. Enlightenment beyond corruption. An archivist or a detective? You know, Lucy of the Morningstar Archives, as I'm playing a tarot reader, my sister will be the archivist. You'll be an archivist of occult texts. You'll collect and translate many lost and forbidden texts and keep them safe in a massive 5-dimensional library. What? I think I lost my talent. That doesn't make any sense. What in the cosmos am I doing? I'm sorry, Patrice. I'm just spewing nonsense. Don't leave me. Lo and behold, 3 days have passed. Jesus has arisen. 6 feet under my ass. But Patrice! Fortuna? What is this? Is this the other side? Why are you in cosplay? Patrice, I love you. I love you too, silly. Are we ghosts? No, Patrice. This is the real world. I'm a witch, and I believe you are one now, too. Fuck me. Alrighty, so before that, let us make a pure fire card. We've got some options now. Less than before, sadly. But I can always take the option later that lets me recycle a card. Okay, so we need another pure fire. Let's see. For some reason, dare temper with time. Quicksand absorbs the bodies and turns souls into heat. That sounds pretty dark. Demonic desert lands where Dahlia lives. I'm not sure how much of an interesting card we can do for Canis Majoris if we have to go pure fire. I think there's one other. There's the Defrenia. Yeah, we'll do the Defrenia because it's more fire than earth. Where the bone marrow of the fallen beast burns for aeons, so their forges are always alight. Okay, we need a purifier for the arcane. Or at least as close as we can get. I suppose the Fallen Hero is going to be the best imagery-wise. Yeah, this is a bit too hopeful. Oh god, but no, then we've got Earth on both, damn it. I suppose the Duchess, perhaps? She's more water, but I believe we still have a strong fire card left. There we go. So this should counter the water enough. Actually, no, let's go back. Is there something better? Definitely not. Actually, the air energy might counter the earth. We'll take a chance with the banner bearer. No, definitely not that, because the earth there. Maybe we'll go for the... wait. Darkness Mind that should light over hidden courage, but also rage. Perhaps that or... I wonder. So we just have a rifle. Let's go back to the banner bearer. I suppose instead of using the banner here, we could use the rifles and make a bunch of copies so there's like a small line of shooters. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll give them guns and form up an army. An army in hell. We need some place where the scale will look okay. So we can't really have them. We've got that empty area. Yeah, I guess we gotta go here. So let's... How much stream is left? about half hour, maybe a bit more. Most of the little segments are like 10 minutes at most, if it ends up going over. Okay, we got the banner hidden there. Let's see. We could do that, or what if we flip and do it like they're marching? Yeah, like that. Not sure what these are supposed to be. We've got varieties of bullets and shell casings. Actually, is that how big the mouse guy goes? That's it? That is a shame. Guns smaller again for doing. Let's flip. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. I think we're going to make a couple copies. We're going to pose them like they're the dead just off screen. Use this as a little bit of shrapnel. If we can make this small enough. Come on. There we go. Those shots are perfect for looking like just pools of blood. Yeah, this guy would just have sword stuck in him. Like that. He's got the shrapnel, and this guy is gonna... I think that's the best way to make it look like they're just leaning up against it. There's just going to be this barrage of bullets. And we'll go ahead. Oh, come on, come on. As small as I can get. There.
we go. He sees his death approaching, and he cries. Go ahead and just, yeah, we'll make this a crest on the shield. There you go. Dagger to the crown. Actually, we'll give him one at his waist. Shit. Fatality. This card is the Firewalkers. Here it is. Overstimulated fire energy becomes a cleansing power, death and rebirth. The bone marrow of the Behemoth sears thought. The banner extends a challenge, being off screen, and the rifle is loaded with angst. It's full of judgment, test, rivalry, tragedy, change, and rebirth. Alrighty. With that card made, let us see who this golden mask is. Which I say knowing fully who they are. One sec, just message. And handled. Okay. Tuna, it is imperative that we speak before I vanish. Aedana. Fuck you, prick. Also, I thought you died, bitch. Why are you here? Bothering me. Hello, Fortuna. Is something the matter? I heard you were dead. That is correct. You've never met the corpse of a witch. I keep forgetting how young some of you are. I always thought of death as just that. The end. It can be, if you are killed or erased. But a witch also dies when they lose the will to live. Now I am but a nameless corpse, waiting to be consumed by your sisters, or to be scattered throughout the cosmos. Why are you visiting me then, bitch? Think of me as a ghost, dealing with loose ends. In that case, my exile. Is it over? I'm afraid it is not. Reviewing sentences now falls upon the next leader of the coven. And who might that be? It is yet to be decided. I sense something different about you. What have you done? You feel so intimidating. Is it because I'm dead? No. You have done something. You have changed yourself. You're dangerous now. I don't know what you're talking about. What loose end have you come to tie up here, anyway? You. I want to ask you what you have learned during the brief isolation. Brief? As much as I'd like to, this isn't going to be constructive. I think this is the darkest answer. Divination can control a community. You want me to realize my responsibility, right? Close, but no cigar. It goes much deeper than that. Allow me to explain.
You have been wrong all along in calling your talent divination. What is tarot, then, if not divination? I should tell you about the nature of this universe, the secret of reality. Consciousness is responsibility. Everything that is sentient modifies the nature of the realm we inhabit. All that has happened, every phenomenon, is only real because it has been perceived. The parts of the universe that have not been measured are yet to be defined. Your arts do not predict events, they define them. Unknowingly, you are shaping what did not happen in the past, as well as what is yet to happen. You are not a reader, you are a writer. That is why I exiled you. When you predicted the falling of this coven, you were, in actuality, dooming us all. I have worked hard to prevent that omen, and I'm still not sure if I have succeeded. Only time will tell. Why are you telling me this now, bitch? Because I'm dead, and I deem it better that you become aware of the magnitude of your ability, since I will not be here to protect the coven from you any longer. Why didn't you tell me to begin with? Because I was afraid you would write me off this plane. I'm well aware you despise me. Exile doesn't fucking help. Keeping you away from your deck was the only way I could think of to ensure some stability for the coven. Come on. I'm not the villain you think I am. Likewise. Fair enough. Remember, you can manipulate anything that does not exist. The future is the most obvious implication, but I'm also talking about the past. You can alter anything that did not happen. So, Dahlia's past then. Damn. The coven is about to go through some turbulent times. I do not think you are mature enough to handle your talent. But it is not in my hands anymore. Do as you please with this knowledge. I understand. Thank you for telling me all this. I have a parting gift. Power. You can eat my entire ass. How's that a gift? Now that you're aware of the true nature of your talents, you must act to the greatest extent of your powers. We cannot fix the immaturity of your character, but I can offer you the power to own your mistakes. Take one of my trinkets. It is crafted by the Gold Blower. These are golden seashells. They will allow you to draw more energy from your readings. The resonance of the seashells will also expand the versatility of your arts. I pray you use it wisely. You will play a critical role in the fate of the coven. Oh, I can be thankful for a gift. I am thankful. I will make the most of it. I do not really care anymore. I will not get to witness any of it. Why are you giving it to me, then? It was etched into the Cosmic Wheel. I can only obey. I see. I also want you to have this. The Coppersmith, one of the elements that you unlock during gameplay. Dear substance of kin, forsake the mortal hex, abandon flesh, abandon sinnoh. Thou art now my magic, thou art no more sin. This is a super arcana. Any card created with this image will allow you to access more readings than with a regular card. How did you... Even if you believe me a farce, the gods do truly speak to me. Yeah, very Phyrexian indeed. They told me about the new deck you are crafting. This custom deck, it suits your arts better than the limited tarot. So my decision to have you exiled has paid off in the end. So, what? Do you expect me to thank you? I expect nothing. I am dead. This will be the last time we speak. Do you wish to say anything else to me before my departure? Thank you for giving me more power. You are welcome. Anything else? I will make this coven better. Good. I will leave now. Wait. And let's see if we can get anything else out. Any last advice? No. Goodbye. That's it. Just no. See ya. Peacing out here. And that's a save. Are you alright? This is great news, actually. Is it? Absolutely. Imagine if I kept using our deck without understanding the implications. Now we can use it properly. To turn the tide in our favor. Spoken like a true supervillain. Fortuna. I thought you'd be more anxious about the weight of your actions from now on. I mean, I'm a bit worried about the readings I've done in the past. Hell, I caused the rise of the AI that's now ruling planet Earth. And I toyed with the past and future of my friends. However, now I can own my talents and help shape a better universe for us all. What if you draw a card that only offers bad omens? You're right. I'll have to be more careful with how I build my deck from now on. The stakes are really high. There's also a lot of promise, now that I'm aware of the potential repercussions. In any case, I may need some time before I feel ready to read the cards again. Nonsense. I need you back in the game as soon as possible. Do you want me to look into what was bothering you, then? Well... Come on. Do it for me. Please? Between master and servant. Now that I know your game isn't just divination, not so sure about leaving such a delicate topic in your hands. Are you scared? Yes. Oh, this isn't like you, Abramar. We're past the bullshit zone in our relationship. I'd rather leave what's worrying me to chance. I'll tell you what. Let's put your talent to work in service of more immediate benefits. What about altering the Coven's relationship with Behemoths, now that Aedana is gone? That's not a bad idea. What if we find the cards isn't good? I don't think there's anything worse than being forbidden and hunted. You're right. Okay, let's put this deck to use. Let's see. We want to look into how the Coven deals with Behemoths. Right. Then we will look into what's worrying you. No, I told you. That's not going to happen. Alright. I had to try one last time. Shuffling time. And it turns out the Darkest Timeline is actually cutting off some of her options. Ooh, Lethargy. Can unleash hidden potentials. Oh, we get multiple for this instance? Interesting. Or can lead to immobility. Okay. Are you drawing multiple cards now? I guess so. I wouldn't dare do that normally, but Aedana's trinket is making me push my boundaries. I drew a second card instinctively. Daring to do what you aren't supposed to is a reliable form of power, yes. Go ahead and draw the whole deck. I'm afraid this is as far as the water seal will allow me to go with tainting my divination.
It's going to prove pretty versatile in any case, this new power. Indeed. Shall I continue with the reading? Please. Okay, so I think... Let's see. Water's emotions. This is stability. I think... We'll do lethargy. What does the horny swordfish do? Behemoths are too dangerous and they will always be forbidden. Behemoths and witches will get to coexist in harmony. Ooh, or you, Abramar, will get to rule this coven. These are both pretty decent ones here. And we're definitely not doing this. That's turning him against us a bit too much. But do we want to give him this power? It's like, don't you worry, you're going to rule us. We'll take the middle route. We will learn to coexist. Behemoths and witches will get to coexist in harmony. That is delicious. I can't believe it's going to be as easy as that. You are the most terrifying witch I've ever met. Single sentence to solve all our problems. I still have trouble picturing this actually happening. It feels weird now, being aware that whatever comes out of my mouth will come true. Although it's always been like that, I guess. What were the other options? I'd rather not say. Feels like I'd corrupt the reading if I reveal them. Understood. Thank you, Fortuna. This means a lot to me. Not once in the history of this universe has anyone ever done so much for a behemoth. This wasn't just for you. Peaceful coexistence will be good for everyone. Of course. I am thankful anyway. You're welcome. Okay, so that trinket also gives us... God, that card had... Sorry, that option had a lot of choices. I don't know if it randomized what's available or just randomizes in general. We'll find out in another reading. Your deck feels way more dangerous now. I doubt I'll ever subject myself to your divination again. In all the universes I've existed in, nothing has ever made me feel so fragile. You must use these powers wisely. I beg of you. Whoa, I never expect to get a behemoth to beg. Would you like to wear a collar next? Maybe we can hook a leash and take you on walks? This is serious indeed. It's not a laughing matter, Fortuna. Hey, don't look at me. You're the one who's always teasing when it comes to life or death issues. Gotta taste my own medicine, huh? Now I see it's not funny. Please, accept my apologies. Come on, don't be so uptight. I've got your back. Sure. Look, you've got mail. Right, let's see. Okay, we are going to do Jasmine's. Dear Fortuna, are you all right? I have some difficult news to share with you. Let me know when I can come and visit. Okay. Hello, Fortuna. I come with terrible news. I don't know how to say it. Aedana's dead. You too already? We'll say an arbiter told me. Oh, yeah? How so? She's following my case and
deemed it important to let me know. So the Arbitrage Office is still looking into your case, then? I'm glad to hear that. And how are you handling the news? Yeah, I celebrate that the Coven is rid of her. Fortuna. Why do you have to be like that? A fellow witch is dead. She was a tyrant. Things will change for the better now, I'm sure of it. Actually, about that, the first order of business is to decide how to deal with Aedana's corpse. What do you mean? There's an incredible amount of magic stored inside Aedana's corpse, and now it's up to the Coven to decide how to handle it. One option is to devour her, so every witch in our Coven becomes stronger. The other option is to scatter her remains throughout the cosmos, so more witches can ascend. That way our clan can almost double in size. What's your stance on this? I believe we should devour her. Which is a pretty big thing to hear from this little skinny gardener witch. Changing government and all, I believe that it's just not the best time to receive that many new trainees. There's already enough turmoil in having to establish a new direction. We need to be stronger than ever for the sake of our sisters. I see. And speaking of that, I'm running for leader. Oh, congratulations and good luck. Thank you. I thought the Coven could use some tender love and care after Aedana. That is true. Will you help me with your divination, Fortuna? Can I count on your support? Sorry, but no. I'd rather not mess with politics. Oh, come on. Don't think of it as politics, but as helping a friend. It's politics all the same. But this is important. It's precisely because it's important that I'd rather not tamper with it. Okay, I respect your decision. Listen, there's someone I would like you to meet. Maybe she'll make you more sympathetic to our cause. Junracia, the mathematician witch. She also believes we should devour Aedana and become stronger. Junracia is the oldest and wisest witch in our Coven, after Aedana. I'm sure she can make a strong case for why we should absorb our former leader's corpse. Sure. Tell her to pay me a visit. For now, I should be leaving. There are a lot of people I need to meet to get my campaign in motion. Take care. Do your best. Okay. Fortuna, did you hear? That old bitch kicked the bucket. Let's celebrate. Come on. Dahlia. Ding dong, witch is dead. Ding dong ditch. The old one. However the frickin' awe song goes. Aedana is dead. Fuck Aedana. Let's go out and celebrate. No, I can't. Why not? That hag is out. Fuck the rules. My freedom is in the hands of whoever becomes the next leader. Then I'll become the leader. My first order of business will be to ban the fucking Exile. I wish. No, I mean it. I'm running for office, Fortuna. Oh, wow. Really? I can't picture you running the Coven, to be honest. I thought you despised that kind of responsibility. Well, I'd been planning on leaving the Coven, starting my own clan of warrior witches. Now here's an opportunity to change the direction of our community, without having to abandon you all. It won't be a Coven of warriors, but I sincerely believe I can make life better for all of our sisters. We've endured too many centuries of abusive leadership. I'm determined to revitalize our clan. Follow me, and I shall deliver freedom and happiness. You're even more energetic than usual. I'm raring to go. Fortuna, join me. Let's rule the Coven together. What a way to be proposed to. I accept. No. Uh, hmm. No, I'm going to decline as well, because I think choosing a side one way or the other will change some points of which of the two I prefer. I'd rather not mess with politics. I know. I'm not even sure why I'm getting myself into this mess to begin with. I respect your decision. No hard feelings. Thanks for being so understanding. In any case, I hope you vote when the day comes. One of the things that matter the most to me is how we deal with Aedana's corpse. Yeah, Jasmine already brought me up to speed on that. It's basically a matter of devouring her to become more powerful, or freeing her magic so more witches can ascend, right? That's right. I believe it is extremely important that we open the gates for more women to become witches. And because of that, I'd love if you met with our most recent addition to the community. She's so new, she doesn't even have a name yet. Please, let her come to see you. You can help her find her way. And you'll get to see how diversity will make our coven richer, too. It'll be my pleasure. Tell her to come whenever she's ready. Thank you so much. I'll be going now. I need to start putting a team together to deal with the campaign. See you. Bye, Dahlia. Alright. Abramar coming in to chime his opinion. Ah, the fresh smell of political turmoil. Rejoice, Fortuna. This is the perfect scenario to, quite literally, play our cards. Things could get messy from this point on, yeah. How do you feel about politics? This one has a funny answer. We're not going to do it on stream, but it's a game with a fucking content warning in the main menu about all the different political themes that pop up in this game. So this answer is pretty much just like, hey devs, would you like to tell me I'm a dumb piece of shit? Truly. But we're going to go with unnecessary pain in the ass. Yes, I see how they could become suffocating for a mortal. Too many hows and whys. I think it's important to stay in touch to a degree if you don't want to be insensitive to the status of your community. But I sure hate many things about it. I get it. What are your plans for these elections, then? Why have you decided not to support either of them? Well, I think I would make a better leader. Oh, wow. That's right, we're gonna Palpatine up in this bitch. I like you so much. You always mean business. Are you planning on running for leader yourself, then? I don't know if that's possible from Exile. But if I get the chance, you can bet your ass I will. Fantastic. I'd love to witness the kind of leader you become. Yeah, I'm curious too. You're strong and smart. You'd make a great leader. Thanks. By the way, I'm curious about one thing. Why didn't you tell any of your friends about the true nature of your divination? You know, the little detail about being a writer and not a reader. Ah, I'm scared. I'm scared about how they would react. But I'm also afraid of myself. I'm still figuring out what this rediscovered power means and what to do with it. I don't feel any different, but the pressure is immeasurable. I see. I'm afraid too, but I'm here with you. I can help you get through this, Fortuna. Whoa, are you so afraid that you're desperate to get on my good side? You wish witch. Jokes aside, I already told you that this is the first time I've ever encountered, throughout my many existences, something that truly terrifies me. But I'm starting to enjoy that feeling. Makes me feel alive. I wouldn't mind partaking in that thrill. Why don't you write yourself some courage? Yes. Let's roll the dice, or rather, draw the card. Wait. I was just pulling your leg. This is too risky. What if you draw a card right with fire magic and you end up in a bad place? A seer shouldn't be scared of their deck. I'll do it. Aren't you afraid of the consequences? Of course. But if I let fear dictate my actions, well, I would never have summoned you to begin with. You may be right. What exactly are you planning to ask, anyway? It's more of a request than a question. I want to demand that the deck submit to my will. It's not likely I'll ever stop using it, so I'd better tame it. You sure are something else. Let's see how this gamble of yours plays out. I know exactly how it plays out. Shig-da-bang, we get the Cosmic Wheel itself. Cosmic Wheel spins forever between the folds of existence. It holds inside its clockworks every piece of reality that is yet to be defined. The meanings are everything, which I believe means I get to choose any possible explanation for wherever I put this. Yeah, we've got this is the air, we've got the water, we've got the earth, we've got the fire. All around it, the very biblically accurate angel-looking cosmic wheel. Which I think is supposed to look like a Mobius strip. Because, like, we only see this curve here, but we don't see it out there. So this is probably staying on the inside, turning, going around and around infinitely. Oh, time for your home screen? Yep, no problem. Enjoy yourself, Boorango. So I think we're just going to do one more meeting after this, so we can... Because I know what the next meeting should be, and I want to start at the point after that for next weekend. Obey. The Cosmic Wheel has decided to manifest as a card, and will allow me to envision every possible past or future. You summoned the fucking Cosmic Wheel out of sheer willpower. I think I'm in love. Shut up. Well, how does it work? This card will be in my deck from now on. If I draw it, it'll allow me to access every possible outcome of a question. You didn't fully remove the element of chance, then. That'd make divination pretty dull, right? What a lame thrill-seeker you are. You're right. And we got a little bit of everything. Congratulations. You never cease to amaze me. Glad to see you're having fun. Speaking of fun, looks like you've got mail. Oh. None of them are what I expect, but this should be Junracia. So we'll do her first, because I believe this is the conversation where I get to get the ability to refresh my cards and destroy them. So we'll do this, and next time we can fix some of the cards in our deck. For the attention of Witch Fortuna, our colleague Jasmine asked me to meet with you to explain the advantages of devouring Aedana and becoming stronger as a group. This is an important matter, so let me know when I can visit, at your earliest convenience. Faithfully, Junracia. I'm gonna try and go for a semi-feminine, like Donald Trump, for her voice, because that's kind of fucking how much I hate her as a character. Like, not how she's written, but just, like, her character, flaws and rises and whatnot. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for having me. I'm not used to dealing with young witches, so first of all, excuse me if I say something too blunt or out of place. Don't worry, that introduction was polite enough. Good. You need to vote for Jasmine. I don't care for her program, really. It's just imperative that we eat Aedana's corpse. Whoa, I thought you came by to do some convincing. not just order me around. We are inches away from unlocking a whole new dimension of understanding. There will always be time to open the gates to more witches. Who knows? It is possible that if we ascend higher, we can directly grant illumination to anyone. That would be very convenient. Huh. I can expose some pretty solid arguments, if I may. Be my guest. Do you mind if I summon a Fate Mancer's disc to calculate the chances that our interests will align? You know what, sure. I know what it's actually about, but I'll let it happen. Sure, go ahead. Good. The first thing I want to use to demonstrate the advantages of harnessing power is a present. I learned that you can craft your own cards using Arcana. With enough power, you could create your own, not be limited to the ones found in a grimoire. Here. The Penitent One, the lone survivor of the Brotherhood of the Silent Sorrow, so named because those in the congregation took a vow of silence as a form of penance. It's a pretty good one, full of fire. When I was at the mercy of the Inquisition, I met a penitent pilgrim. He didn't say anything, but he left a lasting impression on me. Using my holistic formula, I captured his essence in the form of a super arcana for you to use in your divination. Think about the possibilities. If you were able to etch any element of the cosmos that marked you into a card. That would come in handy. Thank you. I'm aware that someone as intelligent as you, flattery won't be enough to make up your mind. So next, allow me to make a demonstration of power. Oh, thrilling. What do you have in mind? Thanks to my understanding of the Sorry, I don't know what my brain did there. Thanks to the understanding of the holistic formula, I made myself immune to fate. Sorry I laughed. It sounds way too ludicrous. Then go right ahead. Read my fortune. Throw me your meanest card. It'll be my pleasure. But wait. My formula may damage your deck in the process. Are you sure you still want to go through it? Do your worst. I'm not afraid. Very well. Draw your last pathetic card, Okay, I might be able to do something with her for the thumbnails. Just quick screenshot. There we go. I still need you to ask a question of sorts to effectively draw a card. And who knows, maybe you'll be surprised. I won't, but I'll play along. Is there a way for you to effectively access my fate? So you're basically challenging me, huh? I'm offering us both growth. Here we go. Ooh, the love letter. Deedings. The floodwaters can launch hidden potentials. And for our second draw, to choose from lethargy. So we have our... This was the best fire card we can make at the time, and this is our water card. Okay. I'm going to put lethargy here. You're going to destroy this card. I just repeat. I'm afraid so. But you're not immune to fate. You're just spelling it. Isn't that the same? No, you haven't just dispelled a card. You obliterated a lot of time I invested in its art. Don't worry. The arcana and the energy you spent on it went back to your grimoire. Now they can become something new. That's the beauty of Entropy of it. Oh my god! I can do that? Ooh. I've never done this. Ooh. I wish I knew I could do this. This might change. She might not give me the item. Oh, but what a fucking power move it would be. Yeah, let's put some fear in her heart. Oh, you thought you could destroy it? I think how it says take that instead of place now. That's great. What? I liked that card. That somehow defeats the purpose of this lesson. But I guess that's just another way of displaying power. You have my utmost respect. What was the lesson supposed to be about? I told you. Entropy. The more things you hold dear, the less room there is for growth. Well, I get your point, even if I evaded it this time. I have one more gift. I'd love for you to explore the blessing of entropy. This is a special dark matter serum distilled using the holistic formula. Add it to your cauldron. It will allow you to dispel cards. That way, you'll be able to recover the arcana and energy you used and create greater room for experimentation and thus growth. Oh, that is interesting. I'll treasure it. Don't. Just use it. I know. Entropy. It's figure speech. Words aren't excluded from the power of entropy. Keep that in mind. Understood. Thank you. So, are you more prone to devour Aedana and embrace her gifts? Sorry. I'm gonna spite her fucking Fate Mancer disc. I need more time to think about it. Shame. Jasmine will be disappointed, but I'll give you time. You are still young. Experiment with entropy. Sure. I'll be leaving now. Wait. What about the Fate Mancer's disc? Did it work? Are we friends now? Huh. I don't do friends. Who knows? Only time will tell. So that's how it is, huh? Well, you let me know if you suddenly feel the urge to join forces. Likewise. Farewell, Fortuna. And that's where we'll leave it off today. So next stream, I think I'm going to make some new cards off stream. I guess I still have some more thing to do, but after that, we will see about who we raid to. Quite a character, this Junrisha. I kind of liked her, to be honest. I might like her, so then she gets sacrificed, who knows? I sympathize with her. She has that kind of look only a behemoth can recognize. What do you mean? Those eyes. You only get them when you manage to peek behind the curtain. They evoke a calm dread, if that makes any sense. Yeah, for those who weren't paying attention, she has milky white eyes. No, at least no easily visible pupils. So apparently that happens in the world of witches only if you get a peek behind the mechanics of the universe. I can picture myself getting there at some point, if I keep delving into the mysteries of this deck. Maybe. Maybe not. You're too stubborn for that. Hey, I'm not that obstinate. If anything, I see you acquiring the presence of a master. It requires a special kind of confidence to evoke that. Oh, thank you. Only idiots and erudites manage to get there, and I'm still on the fence about which one you are. Ha ha, very funny. By the way, that dark matter serum is quite the asset. You think so? Of course. Your first cards bear the innocence of the student. That's very romantic and all. But as you develop your expertise, you can recraft those arcana in a more knowledgeable way. I suggest you try it out. Just add a drop to your cauldron over there, and you'll get to dispel a card. Recover the arcana and the energy you sealed into them. Maybe I'll give it a try. It's going to be tough to part ways with those nice pieces of art, though. Maybe. You won't be able to reduce your deck size below 4 cards, anyway. You've grown too powerful for that. With divination, your divination won't be able to withstand a reading with less than 4 cards at this point. The omnipotent paradox. More or less, yes. I'll leave you to it. And that should have been the autosave point. Yep, saved 0 minutes ago. Alright, we will do this later. How many cards do we have? 6. And it does not count the... oh, the Cosmic Wheel isn't here. Oh, because this card's 0, that's why. So we have 7 cards total. The question will be, will the Entropy Cauldron also count the Cosmic Wheel as one of them? I guess it does. So, because we can't dispel it, which means we can have 3 other cards, which means we can get everything else done. I can assure you we're definitely keeping Divine Builds as 1. I think it looks beautiful, and we've already got the maximum Earth for Stagnation. But I think we'll all be doing off-stream Lethargy to get a new big water card. Like, it looks nice and all. I think I can do better. And this one, we're going to be swapping a Super Arcana into it. And yeah, then we'll be getting rid of Holy War, because it didn't get the result I really wanted. And maybe Firewalkers, even though I put some work into this. I don't quite like all the terms it's connected to. So we'll do a quick look at the 2 Super Arcanas. Yeah, we'll get a look at the 2 Super Arcanas, because we're not going to make them. We're just going to go next like this. Oh wait, they're just added in. Why did I go this way? We got the Coppersmith from Aedana herself. I think we'll be changing the air card. We'll swap them in instead of the shamans we had. And we'll use the Penitent in our fire. Yes. Then there's still one other thing that needs to be unlocked, but we don't have it yet. So yeah, let's go ahead. Exit to title screen. And let us go to the BRB and find someone to raid into. Okay, where is window? There. Okay, we've got Potion Brew playing Lost in Limbo. Haven't been to in a while. Yeah, we'll do Potion Brew. Go ahead and get that stream up and ready. Make sure... Yeah, I'm only like 20 minutes in. That's perfect. Go. Raid has begun. Alright, as always, my tome readers, I hope you guys are eating enough, drinking enough, getting enough to sleep. Take care of your bodies so they can better take care of you. Reminder, tomorrow we are doing another blind playthrough of a small game. Contrast this replaying of Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. If I recall correctly, it was called Paper Planet, which Barango actually suggested for us. So we'll see how much I like it. And worst case, if it's like too short or not that fun, I do have another backup idea. Not something I am completely unfamiliar with, but something that I have not actually played myself yet, at least. yeah, until then, see you guys around.